Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your May 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome. We are pulling from pre-shuffled Oracle and Tarot decks here, and it looks like some of you have some important choices to make this month. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords in reverse. You're lifting some anguish, and you also have the conflict card as one of your key themes. So this is a really great month to settle some disputes. This could be reconciliation for some of you. If you've had issues around finances or career, you could see a breakthrough happening this month. Let's see where this takes us. So you have the Strength card, and a lot of you have gone through some very challenging experiences, okay, as we all have, but I feel more recently some of you have really been worrying or obsessing about a situation, or you have gone through a major period of self-evaluation, self-reflection with the Awakening card here. And I'm also picking up on friends. I get by with a little help from my friends. So some of you, oh, look at that. We also have the Shadow. So some of you Cancerians, you've been going through it here, but I feel like the end is near, or the light at the end of the tunnel is finally coming in from a situation that may have been causing a little bit of stress. It may have been minor. For others of you, it could have been major, as we do have the Nine of Swords. We have the Chariot, the Strength card, the Temperance, the Lovers. I mean, you have basically 4 out of 6 major arcanas here. So I don't feel like this was tiny for you at all. You've awakened. This is Phoenix rising from the ashes. This is about you reclaiming your power and a rebirth occurring. So Cancer, there's spiritual enlightenment here. Maybe there were some heavy truths that you had to deal with. Yeah, I'm getting cold, hard truth of a situation where some rest and retreat was required. It may have been forced or needed. Some of you, this is recovery. It could be healing. Some of you may have even had some work done on your body, right? This could be dental work. This could be surgery. Some of you had maybe an illness, but this is about finding that peaceful place and being able to allow your body and your mind and your emotions to rest. And I feel like there's been a lot happening lately. So this month is a big sigh of relief is what I'm getting. If you can travel, if you are able to get away, maybe head towards a spiritual retreat, get together with the guys or with the girls, I feel like this is a really wonderful month for rejuvenation. Because some of you, again, with the conflict, this is solutions. This is overcoming obstacles. So don't let the word conflict scare you away. You're facing some triggers, some adversity, and some opposing views. Yes, there's been competition. Yes, there's been a little bit of back and forth. But I feel like this is the month where there's truth and evolution coming out. Now, bottom of the deck, we have messages, we have soul tribe, and we have mending. All right. So as we said, I get by with a little help from my friends. There's your soul tribe, friends, family. This could be helpful people. This is your connections. It's other like-minded individuals. It's a shared journey or a sense of belonging. I'm getting here siblings for some of you. Siblings are important. Maybe you have a sibling that's your best friend, or maybe there was, conflict in the family that disconnected you from your siblings. But there's mending and healing here as well. You're going to receive some messages, possibly from a friend or a family member or even a lover. You do have the Lovers card, Gemini energy showing up here, Cancer, where there could be forgiveness, possibly even an apology, because this is what is showing up on a subconscious level. This is also about psychic surgery, and we were talking about surgery earlier, so perhaps this is some deep cell regeneration occurring. Some of you may even be working through some childhood wounding, some deep limiting beliefs, subconscious beliefs. I'm getting hypnotherapy for some of you Cancerians out there, but this is about healing and repair work. And messages. These messages are going to bring you a sense of calm, a sense of clarity, or truth. So if you've been dealing with an illness, let's say you have an autoimmune illness, or there's been something going on energetically and you couldn't quite put your finger on it, there could be a healer or someone that you work with in the near future that helps you mend and brings things to the surface. You're able to receive answers. There's communication here, important communication. For those of you, if this has to do with career and you've been trying to heal financially and find your people, your clientele, the right business, the right organization, I feel like you could receive some news this month as well. So let's dive into the tarot. We have the Lovers card showing up right away. This is a euphoric choice. This is a choice that feels aligned with your heart, aligned with your soul, because some of you have made choices in the past that have haunted you. And that may be what's held you back. That may be part of what's buried in the deep subconscious. But I feel like there's some new decisions that you're making coming up in the near future. I'm getting May into June into Cancer season as well. That may have to do with an opening of the heart. Do I want to open up to this situation because I'm sick of the conflict? Right? And I feel like this doesn't have to be the same energy that you disconnected from. So if this is, let's say, a family member and they did you dirty, it doesn't mean that you have to mend and come together with that same family member. Although if you're wanting that there's a high potential, but it could mean opening your heart up and allowing yourself to go in a direction where you release some of that heartache and pain so you can allow new energies to come in. Right? And that's what I see here for some of you as well, because you may have shut down your heart because of the fear, because of some of the anxiety. Yeah, because some of you have been pained. You've experienced the shadows. Okay. And that's probably why you have the shadow card showing up here. And sometimes this Leo energy here with the strength is the shadow side. Maybe you've experienced someone else's shadow. There could be forms of self-sabotage, Cancer, that you are realizing that maybe you partake in. This can be weaknesses. It can be self-discipline. And this is also about your unquestioning confidence when it comes to maybe accepting some past trauma and moving right through it. Okay, because some of you kept reliving it over and over and over, and it was exhausting you to the point of maybe mental. They're giving me like mental agility or mental concerns or a lot of anxiety, even to the point of depression. Some of you could have been dealing with someone that you know or yourself with mental health issues. But you have the Temperance card showing up. The Temperance card is extremes in possibly behavior. This is Sagittarius. Someone could have been very hot-headed or didn't know how to balance out their life, their emotions. And this is about patient balance. And someone may have been a little bit reckless here. And I feel like because someone was reckless, it caused a lot of disruption and a lot of conflict, but it also was the catalyst, Cancer, to a spiritual awakening for both of you or for one or the other, but it takes two. You were the other person or you were part of this puzzle. They're showing me math as well. So some of you may be mathematicians, maybe math teachers, or there's something here with 1 + 1 does not equal 3. Like something does not add up here. And I feel like you had to bring patience back in to solve the equation or solve the puzzle. That could be where the math is. And there's you being handed the torch, 8 of coins. This is about acquiring expertise, getting maybe a second opinion. Okay, a second opinion. This could be you going back and learning something new about yourself. The 8 of Pentacles is mastering a skill. It is putting in your best effort. It's working on a relationship, working on your own self-development, possibly towards your coin, towards your pentacle. This is also about dedication, gaining knowledge, craftsmanship. What is it that you love? What is it that you want to continue growing and building here in the physical world, the material world? This is all about, learning more, feeling more inspired. And for some of you, you were questioning, does this inspire me? Is this going to pay out? If I keep moving in this direction, is it going to change? And I feel like your dedication was tested here. Yeah, your perseverance is being tested. I mean, this is your energy, Cancer, showing up. So I feel like there is, like I said, going into Cancer season, there's going to be some big changes that occur that bring more balance in your life, because you're opening up from a place of conflict resolution, right? Or wanting to have more balance, wanting to bring more peace and service and enlightenment to not just the lives around you, but most importantly you as well, because when you heal, the world heals. And I feel like you've been tested over and over here, but you're finally feeling like all of everything you've worked for is paying off, because you do have the strength and the Nine of Swords. So I feel like there will be forward movement, but before you get to this piece, there's still a couple of last pieces of the puzzle or of the equation. And as I said that, they showed me 11:11 on the clock. So there's a couple last pieces that are being put together here for you. So this could be that downtime, right? Rest and retreat. If this is a career, you could be maybe launching something new, because this can be triumph and success with that Chariot. But because it's currently in reverse, your dedication is being tested. How bad do I want this? Is this something I even really want anymore? Is it causing too much conflict? Should I mend this, or should I move forward in a new direction? So when it comes to career, finances, wealth, well, look at that. Would you just look at it? We have the sword and the clover, as well as the cutlery. So there's been some conflicts around money. Maybe some of you are dealing with a family situation or a lover situation that involved money. Maybe there was a job cut, someone was fired, someone was dealing with a legal situation. This can be someone trying to cut corners. Okay, yeah, that's that Sagittarian energy. Someone maybe a little hot-headed that was trying to cut corners, but you can't. When it comes to this situation, I feel like there is no cutting corners, but there will be a breakthrough. And for those of you that have tried to be as patient as you could about a situation, I feel like you are growing, you're evolving. It's like something is being handed to you. The ball is now in your court, or it will be in your court. Pay cut, defense, being fired. If you are dealing with that energy, there's the clover coming in. This is a lucky break. This is taking a chance. Someone could be taking a chance on you. You may be taking a chance by putting energy into something where you're not quite sure it's going to pay off, and it's going to test you, right? But keep on going. I feel like you're going to keep on going. If it's something that you truly feel on a soul level that it's part of your, your mission, or part of what you really want. This is also about living well. You have the cutlery. This is business tools, needing more money. It could be food related. Maybe you're the sole provider, or you're just looking for more work. But I feel like you taking this gamble, by you rolling the dice here in a way, you taking this chance, there's going to be good fortune. And because I'm also getting here a surprise, this could come in unexpectedly for you. Okay, there could be some sort of unexpected promotion or money that you may have forgot about, money that was owed to you after a time of feeling like you were spinning your wheels, is what I'm getting. Yeah, unexpected expenses you will be able to pay. I feel like that could be where that lucky break, it's like something is either forgiven, something is paid, you have just enough money, you may sell something, you get, a loan. I feel like there is going to be an energy of you not having to worry about this, whatever that expense is. Yeah, look at that. Loan approved. Stamp of approval. If you're going for some sort of certification or higher level of learning, some form of excellence here, because I'm getting the certification, like the golden seal of approval. There's something that you are actually going to get. It's going to help you pay off, and you're going to receive some sort of message. It's going to help you heal. Okay. I also feel here that you could be working with a mentor, working with a healer, a coach. Maybe you're listening to something online. There's a wise teacher coming in for you, is what I feel. If you haven't met them yet, you will. Background check. Someone's looking into you. Okay. Someone is looking into your work. If you put a resume out there, or if you are dealing with a legal situation, I feel like someone is looking at the evidence. Okay. I also see here that if you went to apply for a loan or financial help of some way, shape, or form because you've been on a budget or you've been trying to budget things out, I feel like it's a yes. I'm getting a yes energy. Like all your hard work is paying off. We're going to clarify some of these as well, but let's take a look. I want to clarify. Spirit, we do have the 10 of Swords in reverse here, which is good. It says lifting anguish, but we do have reassessing some priorities. And look at that. We also have the 5 of Wands in reverse, resolving conflict. So all three of these, 10 of Swords, 2 of Coins, 5 of Wands, is all about, conflict resolution, which we see here showing up. Let's clarify before we get to love. Spirit, when it comes to career and conflict or financial difficulties, can you tell me about the conflict here? Tell me about the conflict. Queen of Wands. Oh, 6 of Swords. Some of you are dealing with a very catty, insecure, maybe money hungry, egotistical, feminine energy. I mean, it doesn't have to be female, but they could have a lot of feminine energy in them. But 6 of Swords, you felt very stuck. Some of you, this Queen of Swords, Cancer, could have been a situation, may have been really tugging at your own self-confidence. The Queen of Wands, typically, she in the reverse can be in her own ego or in her own insecurities because she doesn't feel worthy. Her self-worth is being questioned. And I feel if you were in a situation that you were trying to get out of because self-worth was being questioned, or you weren't being given the appropriate accolades or the appropriate generosity that you deserved, I feel like you're deciding to move on from that, or that's what you're trying to do, right? But you may feel a little bit stuck. I'm also getting here, for a lot of you, there's a renewed sense of confidence coming in after a time of waiting. That could be that message energy that I'm getting, or rest and retreat. Some of you have also been working really hard towards your success. But tell me about the Lovers. What's this choice energy? What's the Lovers showing up here for Cancer when it comes to matters of the heart? Or excuse me, matters of finances. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. This is taking a risk. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is, I feel a little too scared to take a risk, right? I'm just going to stay in my comfort zone. I'm not going to put myself out there because then I won't be disappointed. And I feel like Spirit is saying, put yourself out there. You deserve abundance. You deserve happiness. You have what it takes. So maybe it's applying for that job that you feel is way out here, left field, and you're questioning, do I have the skills? Do I have what it takes to succeed? Or it's opening up a business. Do you have what it takes? And I feel like the answer is yes. You're being guided to stretch beyond, go beyond your comfort zone. All right, let's look at love and then we'll clarify some more. You do have reconciliation, and that came up here. So some of you could be reconciling in love where there was a situation that caused a lot of disappointment, a lot of heartache. You may have gone through a lot of dark nights, right? With this energy, with this person. There could have been, continuous effort to try to make a relationship work, but then I feel like someone wasn't putting in the effort with the 8 of Coins, and it caused a lot of imbalance with that Temperance. And you thought over time it would get better, or over time, if I gave this a little bit of space, maybe it'd come together. Now, it may be working that way or not, but forgiveness and learning is a big key factor here for you, Cancer. As you heal and release the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So there is a major awakening here, and making choices to open up instead of maybe shutting down, because that's what the Lovers is about. Do we want to open ourselves up, be vulnerable, love, show compassion and kindness and grace? The Lovers energy is also about soul contracts, making balanced decisions when it comes to partnerships. It can be a very, solid Gemini energy here of do I want to be in certain partnerships if they are imbalanced, right? And that may be something you had to ask yourself. And you're choosing self-love is what I'm getting, or you have been choosing self-love. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Someone may be seeing you finally getting to a better place in matters of the heart. They see you opening up here and finding more balance. You are going through a major awakening. They may even see that you've had some maybe trips or some travel. And I feel like you're looking attractive. Some of you may have lost weight, or you may have changed your appearance in some way, shape, or form. And it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And so if there was an argument between you and a lover, there could be an apology or a reconciliation or a release needed or required in order to move forward. And for those of you who are wanting to let go of a situation because your heart's not in it and something is very imbalanced, I feel like you're making a very difficult choice, but you're strong enough here to get through it. Yeah, it's difficult. I ain't gonna lie. With the Strength card, the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, you've put a stop to something, or you want something to be changed or shifted. But if you're waiting around for this to happen, if you're in love with potential, I feel like you're going to be waiting a whole long time, Cancer. And choose self-love maybe at this time if that's the predicament you're in. All right, let's get a few more cards here to clarify. All right, Spirit, can we please talk about the rest and retreat, time out, downtime, healing? Some of you may be getting space from your work. Maybe you're taking a little bit of a trip, or you could be taking space away from a partner. Some of you are relinquishing some heavy responsibilities. Okay, tell me about the rest and retreat here. Very important, Three of Swords. And the Temperance. Wow. Yeah, this is big. There's been heartache, heartbreak, third party, disappointment, and time. You thought time would heal yourself, or time would heal a person. And some of you are frustrated is what I see, because time has passed, but yet you're still spinning your tires, it feels, for some of you. And for others of you, I feel like this is divine timing at play with this Sagittarian Temperance energy. This is about self-control and compromise when it comes to, oh, Spirit saying no more compromise. Oh, okay. For some of you, you are choosing no more compromise. Like, I've already compromised enough of myself. I need to get out of a situation that's no good. Okay, so some of you, yeah, that's part of this rest and retreat, because it's almost as if I feel like you've been living in that fight or flight. And Spirit is saying we need a rest from our broken heart. Divine intervention is taking place here. This is self-control, right? It's blending, it's patience. And there's been extreme highs and lows, I feel, in your world. Cancer, can we, let's see. Let's talk about the Strength card, Leo energy. What does Cancer need a little bit of extra, maybe strength, or what weaknesses are really showing up to be looked at? What do we need to know? Yeah. There's two scenarios playing out here, and you're going to know which one you land in. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles, and this came up, it may have even been in, I think it was Taurus's reading. Some of you may have Taurus placements, but this Seven of Pentacles, you may be asking, is it worth continuing to put in the effort? Do I even have what it takes? Do I have the strength to keep doing this? Because some of you, you want to give up. There's been a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, but I feel like you have the dedication. It's being tested here, but if you want something bad enough, whether this is you want a relationship to thrive, you want to mend, you want a reconciliation, you want to grow that business, you want to go for that degree, whatever it is, and you're feeling a little bit tired, you're feeling weary, but you still want it with everything in you. Spirit's saying you have the strength, don't give up. Now, on the other hand, for those of you that have already compromised enough of your time, your energy, and your spirit towards something that's just not growing, right? Maybe you've been hoping and praying, right? Living on a prayer. I think that was Gemini's title, Living on a Prayer. I feel like you've exhausted your resources and you might go in a new direction. Okay. So that take whichever scenario plays out for you. But I see that something has been difficult and you are going to accept some sort of past trauma. And by accepting, that's going to allow you to move forward, because that's what's keeping this energy jammed up. It's like there's no gas in the tank. And when you try to hit that acceleration button or pedal, right, you're putting the pedal to the metal here, you're just spinning your tires. You're not going anywhere, because there needs to be a re-up. There needs to be a refuel. And that's why you have that R&R energy here. Rest and retreat. Stop. Refuel your tank. Change your oils. Work on something here. There needs to be a little bit of a pit stop, because look at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Cups energy here, Cancer. This is wish fulfillment. And it's been a long time coming here for you. But this is a month that I feel like there's going to be some sort of conflict resolution. Tell me about the messages. What's this incoming news, important communication, or announcement coming in here for Cancer? It has to do with something that you've lost emotionally, something that you may have felt was a challenge or difficult for you. There's a new opportunity arising with the 5 of Cups. You've allowed yourself to sit in some sort of grief, some sort of heartbreak, some sort of disappointment, some sort of emotional loss. But I feel like you are moving on. This is a brand new opportunity coming in here for you. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something that really shook up your stability, maybe financially. This could be a new job offer, okay? A job offer that helps your family. For others of you, if this was a situation where there was some sort of loss within the family, some deep grief, and maybe finances were affected in some way, shape, or form, there's that wheel. There's that lucky clover. Big energy, big energy. So this announcement is something quite significant for you. Wow, look at that. Wheel of Fortune with the 10 of Cups. That's beautiful. And taking a risk, taking a gamble here. There's something paying off for you. Okay, what else do we want to clarify before we move into your shadow here? Let's take a look at the 8 of Coins. This is acquiring expertise. So some of you may be going again back to school. You could be talking to someone here that helps you out this way. Some of you may be working on your self-development at this time. It's very fortuitous for those that are creators as well. I'm getting possibly even content creators. It's very fortuitous for those in the education, art, design field, music. What do we have for 8 of Pentacles, please? 8 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. There's your manifestation, right? There's a new opportunity coming in for you to not feel like you have to rely on others. This is a 9 of Pentacles. It means that you are building more success, building more affluence here. And then we see the Chariot as well. And we see the Chariot twice in your reading, Cancer, which is you. So even though your dedication is tested, there's a new opportunity coming in that's going to turn it all. It's going to turn it all. And I feel like you are the catalyst. You are the one that is taking the action behind this. Beautiful. All right, let's look at the shadow energy showing up for you because we see that there's been some deep loss here. Some of you, financial loss. For others of you, I feel like it does have to do with the heart as well. And you've even hit a little bit of a rock bottom, or you've hit a place where you didn't think you'd ever come out on top. You really wanted to maybe give up on a situation. But I feel that some of you have a deep belief that if I give up, I failed, right? And I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like some of you, yes, your dedication is being tested in a big way, but I also feel like you have what it takes if this is something that you truly want with everything in you, and you know that you're meant to keep on going, then you'll keep on going and you'll come out on top. It says the unspeakable, the unwelcome, or the denied. Although every card in the archetypes deck has a shadow potential, this card asks us to delve into the qualities of the shadow itself. That's why we see the Strength card coming up. That's why we've seen the Three of Swords. And that may even be why things are blocked or feeling at times like you got to stop, right? And refuel. So really pay attention here if you can, Cancer, to this shadow. I feel like there's some great insight here. All right. We often think that the shadow can be purified, illuminated, and made right through effort and achievement. However, it is typically the case that our lofty pursuit of ascension and perfection is the very source of shadow material itself. By rejecting parts of ourselves and the world, we begin to separate from the whole. Rather than getting to know the qualities and content of our shadow, we busy ourselves with avoiding its presence. This is denial. When this card appears, it is time to take inventory of those things you've been denying. When the mind responds with no, anything but that, you are touching shadow. Find support for this deep inner work and move towards the shadow with patience and compassion. That's that Temperance energy showing up for you. When this shows up as the light, it reveals unconscious aspects of the self and the world, right? We were talking about the unconscious or the subconscious below the deck, which is mending and soul tribe. Okay, I thought you had another one underneath the deck here, but this, as a dark, it's denying the unconscious aspects of ourselves and the world. It says, contemplate the following scientific observation. The closer an object, a person, place, or community is to the light, the longer the shadow it casts. How interesting is that, right? So the closer an object, whether it's a person, a place, a community, is to the light, the longer shadow it casts. In the shadow of the gods are the very gods themselves. Reflect on this statement by James Hillman in A Blue Fire. What do you despise about yourself? By answering, you move toward shadow. Wow, some of you are really being guided to look at some characteristics or some traits. I mean, whether this is within yourself, maybe it's within a union, because we do see the Lovers and there's two energies there in the Lovers. So some of you may have been dealing with a karmic situation that may have brought about a lot of shadow between you and another. Okay, Owning Your Shadow, Owning Your Own Shadow by J.R. Johnson. Okay, I'm not sure if that's a poem, if that's a movie. You may want to look into that. So those are some resources. But I am getting the unspeakable here, as it says, and you are being guided to take a look at something deeper, because when you get to it, you realize what you're truly made of, right? That is going to help you accept some sort of past trauma instead of reliving it over and over and over. All right, we're going to get one last card here. Spirit, tell me about the shadow. And is this for Cancer? Is this for someone Cancer is dealing with? Is this to help understand the why? For those of you that have really carried some deep pain with that Three of Swords, whether this is a family member, maybe it's something that happened in childhood, maybe it's been reoccurring, perhaps it's recent for you. I feel like that shadow is worth taking a look at in some way, shape, or form in order to fully set you free. Spirit, what do we need to know about the shadow? Page of Wands could be a childhood, right? Could be something that may sit immaturely within you or within another. Page of Wands. This is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to level up, to mature, to learn, to evolve, to celebrate how far you've come. This may have to do with a family dynamic. This is also the engagement or halfway to marriage. Four of Wands can be 1111. It can be twin flame for some of you, dealing with, if this is a love reading. For others of you, I feel like you want to celebrate a new beginning, but it's like the shadow aspect keeps rearing its ugly face, right? So really taking taking some of what we talked to in consideration, because they keep showing me this, and I feel like this didn't come up in the beginning, so I don't know where it came from here. But you have education. Maybe it's through not just through the books that you've read, right? Not just through things that you have learned, but experiencing them as well. This can be about training, right? Schooling, studying, coursing, and helping other people through their shadows. Some of you may be diving or delving into, again, that shadow aspect, but I feel like in doing so, you're actually going to help others in a big way, maybe even professionally if you don't already, because a lot of you are healers, you're teachers, you are spiritual gurus in a sense. You're here to help the world's broken heart, but you had to experience that yourself in order to be able to be a better teacher or a better healer. I hope that makes sense. So whatever area you have struggled with your own shadows, you're going to overcome it so you can help be that lighthouse to others. That is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that resonates. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you like the messages, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love.